Everybody, this is Fracture here after somewhat of a long hiatus. I know I'm terrible at keeping a rhythm of making these videos when I'm in school and working, but anyways, here I am, and let's do this. So this is going to be a really straightforward tutorial. All I'm going to do is show you how you can record a live performance and then export it as a WAV file, and that's it. So if you've seen my previous tutorial video on how to set up your drum rack with your MPK Mini, that's basically just what I've done here, and I've just put in some 808 samples. The sample pack, which I'll link below in the description, you can have access to all these exact samples. But yeah, so I've just done that here. So for pads 7, 8, 3, and 4, I've just put some like a kick, a snare, a hi-hat, and another kick, but I just transposed it upwards by like, I don't know, 24 semitones to make it sound more of like a percussion instrument or something. So for pads 5, 6, 1, and 2, instead of putting them on the drum rack, I have them synced instead to these 4 audio cells. You can figure out how to do this from my first video, Sample Triggering Basics, where I show you how to just sync drum pads from the MPK to just audio cells. I'll put a link in the description if you want to download this sample as well and mess with it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, if you notice over here to the top right corner of the screen, we're going to click the Arrangement View selector. And so, you know, some basic Ableton Live stuff. Ableton has a Session View and an Arrangement View. Arrangement View is if you want to sequence together your track and stuff with whatever loops or you know, audio files, MIDI files you've created. If you're feeling a little lost, don't worry about it. I know I'm not sort of explaining everything, like all these effects that I have here at the bottom, but as I go through, I'm basically just going to do a little mini performance for you guys right now and record it, but as I go through, it'll kind of explain sort of what's going on. What you want to do now is you want to hit the global record button up here at the top. And now if you press play, or even if you just trigger any sample, it'll automatically press play for you, and it'll start, as you can see, it'll start recording everything that's going on. But yeah, anyways, I'll show you what it looks like. So now, as you can see, all these parameters that I have my MPK knob synced to, all of this data is also captured when you're recording. So all of the modulation and, you know, the progression is all captured as well. If you observe the audio track for the chord pad synth, you can see that every different way that I have been pressing the chord pad synth, it's like, sorry, the samples from the chord pad synth, you can see that it's all captured as well, and you know, it's changed up. And you know, you could do this all by hand if you want. You could just cut up the cut up the audio samples and paste them into the arrangement view like this. But I mean, this is just a very simple way of feeling the music and getting right into the recording. And so every time I press the drum samples, you can see that the drum rack is recording all of that MIDI data, and it's just being saved as if you were to manually write in all of the drum sound, like all the hits themselves inside a MIDI loop. If it's your first time with Ableton, if it's your first time with an MPK, what I'm doing here, it might seem difficult, it might seem intimidating. It honestly is not. The learning curve is really easy. All you have to do is just practice a little, practice often. Remember, treat the MPK like it's an instrument, not just a MIDI controller. And yeah, you can follow all the tutorials that I've made before. They'll show you exactly how to do this kind of stuff. So, you know, just try it out. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is, you know, now I want to export this recording I have. This, like, you know, look at this. I have this beautiful handmade, well, not handmade, but I mean hand-recorded track now. So I'm just going to move my locators to where I want, like, what's chunk of the track that I want to save, and then I'm just going to go here and click Export Audio Video. You know, just going to save it as a wave. You can see at the bottom here, it shows you from where to where in your track you're actually saving from. Now, obviously, if you're trying to do like a professional recording or something, you know, you're definitely gonna go through mastering and you're gonna add more sounds and stuff. But this is I'm just showing you the bare minimum that you have to do to sort of make something that sounds like it's a track and to export it. So yeah, I'm just saving the WAV file now, and I'll call it tutorial 8 or whatever. So if you follow the tutorials I've made before, you'll know how to set up the drum rack to, you know, add drum samples or any kind of samples you want, and then you'll even know how to use the just an audio track alone to add audio samples or whatever you want to add. Now, if you follow this, you can just figure out how to record and save a performance that you've done. I strongly urge you guys to, you know, really practice with and hammer out the MPK. My apologies for not posting a video in a very, very long time. I've been pretty stacked with 2 jobs and school as well. You know, full-time university course load is kind of a huge pain in the butt. But anyways, I'm going to try to upload some more videos. If you have any questions about this tutorial, any of the tutorials I've had before, feel free to post in the comments, or you can send me a YouTube inbox message. You could also inbox me on Facebook from facebook.com/fracturemusic. That's my artist page, which I think you should totally like if you've enjoyed these videos. It would mean a lot to me if you guys supported me and some of the music that I make. And yeah, all right, thank you so much.